Hey guys, this is Twisted Corners, and today we're going to be learning how to solve a Rubik's Cube. Alright, so the first thing you need to know about the cube is the three types of pieces there are. So, first is an edge piece. As you can see, the edge piece has two colors to it. Second is a corner piece. The corner piece has three colors to it, and it's in the corner, just like its name says. And then there's the centerpiece. The centerpiece only has one color and is always in the center of the cube. One important thing to note about the centerpieces is that they never change in relation to each other. So for example, if you were to mix up this cube, yellow would always be across from white, and orange would always be across from red, and green would always be across from blue, because as you can see, when you turn aside, this only flips, and if you turn this side, then this only flips. It doesn't actually change positions or swap with other centers. This is why centers have a special property. That is, that the center determines the color of that side. So, for example, this is the white center, so when I solve it, the white side will be on this face. This is the orange center. When I solve it, the orange side will be on this face, and vice versa for all of the centers. So that's practically the centers, and now the edge pieces go between two centers. So this is green and white, so it goes between the green and white centers, because the center determines the color of that face. So as you can see here, green lines up with green and white lines up with white. That means that this is in the correct spot. Same thing for corner pieces. This is a white, red, and blue corner piece. It needs to go in between the white, red, and blue centers. And here it is. White matches with white, red matches with red, and blue matches with blue. So by that we can determine one rule. The cube is not about getting the right colors in the right sides. It's about getting the right pieces in the right places. And what I mean by that is, when the cube is solved, every single piece should be in their proper position. That is this definition of a solved cube. So that's why when we go through this tutorial, I will be referring to them as pieces and not stickers, because I could just say this is a white sticker, but there are lots of white stickers, so I would refer to this as the white, red, and blue piece, and it would be between the white, red, and blue centers. So throughout this tutorial, you'll hear me referring to algorithms. Algorithms are basically just sequences of moves that, when repeated over and over again, will result in a solved cube. So that means it's a set sequence of moves. So an algorithm would be R, U, R prime, U, R, U2, R prime. And we denote algorithms with the notation that I'm about to teach you. As you may already know, the cube has 6 faces: the up, the down, front, back, right, and left. So each of these faces can turn. So for example, now I'm turning the left face, the front face. So when we turn a face, if we turn it clockwise, we will write R for right, U for up, L for left, F for front, B for B, and D for down. And if we're turning it counterclockwise, then we'll write R prime with a little apostrophe to denote the prime. So all the algorithms for every tutorial will be posted in the description. That's all for the intro. If you didn't catch anything, I highly recommend going back and watching it again, because this will be the foundation for everything else in all of the tutorials. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and please continue on to part 2, the cross. Throughout these tutorials, I'm going to be using a standard color scheme. And so that means when white is on the bottom and yellow is on the top and blue is on the front, then red will be on the right, orange will be on the left, and green will be in the back. That's my color scheme, and that's probably the standard color scheme. But for anything that's like, if white is like black, then just, whenever I say white, just pretend it's black for you, if that's how you have like a V cube or something. So that's just what I'm going to be using, just not to confuse any of you guys or anything. This will be a 5-part series consisting of the cross, F2L, OLL, and PLL.